That's every boy, girl, dog, snake. Ain't no one real no more. No one. Everyone's hiding behind a facade. Everyone don't want to be.
That's what social media is about now, isn't it?
No
People
one
fake their lives.
It's annoying.
We're back. This is next language is Hindi. So this is episode number badge.
You know what? We're really entertaining people here.
Are we?
Educating.
Are we?
How many people know 5 for Hindi? Apart from
Those
people who speak and understand Hindi. I didn't.
Not really extending the range. It's
No,
like,
but
how
what-
many? Do you count to 5? No, I know number 5.
Yeah, so okay. You know number 5?
Italian number 4. What do you use for number 3?
Don't know, you know. I think it might be Spanish or French. No. With
Did we do anything?
Yeah, we did because we kept this quiet. Go back and have a look at it because I can't remember what we did. I'm not too sure. I can't.
All right, Jordan. What's today's topic about?
Dating and social media.
Dating and social media.
And do you know where this all come from? This come from Love Island.
Did it?
Yeah. Because we was watching it, and it was when one of them. Which one was it?
Please.
I think it might have been Jake. You know, the swine. Jake is a swine.
Okay. Have you seen recent episodes?
I ain't watched the last
Is there one tonight?
No. I ain't watched the last 2.
Okay.
Which I need to watch.
Is
I heard he gets outed.
yeah, he's getting
Good.
outed still. He's getting outed.
Complex. Hate him. Can't stand him. Absolute jelly bean of a person, man. I'm telling you. God.
But how did Love Island bring you to?
Anyway,
this topic?
because we were talking about how the power of social media can really influence 1, your life, but 2, the dating scene.
I see it. Okay.
Your dating scene. That's why we decided to do this topic today. Little background on the topic that we wanted to do.
Let me just say that, like, I'm not saying that we're
Pro
perfect for this.
or con, for or
And
against.
we're not for or against. We're playing devil's advocate, just discussing. But I think we're more than qualified based on our age
I'm
group.
gonna give my honest opinion. I ain't playing devil's advocate. I'm gonna tell you how it is. And I'll be,
Alright, cool, do that. My honest opinion is devil's advocate. I like to just be a prick sometimes.
I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna attack a lot.
Nah, that's good then.
I'm
'cause
gonna
we
attack
gonna bounce. This
I'm gonna
is
attack a
gonna
lot of women today.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you'll be the
No,
bad guy. Oh,
I ain't being the bad guy. I'm being real. Some of you like need to understand and listen. Absolute swines, man.
Alright, well, being like the high end of the millennial, I'm still upset that we're technically classed as millennials.
I'm not having it.
Since we're like we've experienced the internet, like
Do you remember
back in the
Dial?
days of MSN,
No,
yeah.
remember Dial? Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're the age group that have fully welcomed it, if anything grown with it.
Random question.
Go for it.
Where was your where was your first nude?
Where?
Yeah.
Where did I save it?
No. Where did you receive it?
So where was I when I received my
Yeah,
first
like
nude?
what platform was it on?
Oh, where? Social MSN?
Yeah, see. Emerson was the plug.
So, yo, Emerson was
Do you remember when you
the
used to-
leg man.
You remember when you used to go on webcam? Yo, put your cam on.
And you're like, it's like, oh, you got a webcam? I don't have it, but it says
It says it right there.
Oh, it's not working.
I'm not going on.
Press it, see what happens.
Emerson was the first FaceTime, and we didn't even know.
We didn't know what we
know.
had. We
didn't
didn't know
know.
because that was technically social media. You could change your status.
Yep.
You could choose a song.
Yep.
Like that's where emojis came from.
Yeah.
It took me a while that like the bracket 8 and close bracket was like the music symbol.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it's so. So when people come on their status made like a weird or like deep Eminem bar, and it was like, oh, they're going through this hard time. It's like, yo, you okay? Oh, no, it's just a song. Because the 8's there. Like, what does that mean?
see.
Oh, it just means it's a song.
We've been struggling with social media from day uno.
It's for us. It's not for these. It's Generation X.
I don't know what the
It's
generation's
not
called.
these young
Idiots.
They're making the most of it. Bear in mind, because there's a lot of
There's a
millionaires
lot.
and they're really encouraging the influence
You
of
know what it
music
is?
and
There's a lot of
rap.
pros to social media. If used correctly,
Yes.
like for example, my favorite social media app is Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Blood. Twitter
I don't
is
use Twitter.
so
I don't know how to use Twitter.
good.
I don't know how to
One
use
of
it.
the best elite apps ever. Like, all you're doing, you basically just there having a big
Advertise
conversation
Twitter
with-
to me.
Look, you're on there. You just have
Why should I be on
you're having
Twitter?
a big conversation with the world. Like, there's no bragging rights. Like, there's none of this just out today, snap, I'm in Marco Pierre or whatever. There's none of this nonsense. All you're doing is talking about relevant topics. Whatever topic's trending, it might be Love Island. So 9 o'clock, if I went onto Twitter between 9 and 10, blood, my feed is just Love Island, Love Island, Love Island. And it's just people emoting their thoughts. Like, it's just...
Is that not long though?
Nah, because it's good to... sometimes it's good. Like, you can get into proper debates and conversations.
Okay.
Like, especially when like the stuff like Black Lives Matter was happening and all the racial injustice and all that stuff. Twitter, great. It was like, yo, listen, we need to come together, blah 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 blah. Having conversations. You had white people jump on there, kind of go, I don't understand. You had black people there.
All lives matter.
You get some of that. You get some of that everywhere. But you have white people going, I don't understand. Like, literally, I don't understand. Like, someone
That's the purpose, like the educational purpose.
Like
as well.
educational, but like, I don't understand. Someone
For
help
real,
me.
if it wasn't for social media, I know we're going off topic towards like the influence of the world, but if it wasn't for social media, certain wrongs in the world would just be seen as being put like just dusted on the carpet. You get me? So when people are, it upsets me because it's almost on a weekly basis when someone's missing. I see people sharing, have you know this person, and that works so much better than police doing what they do.
Yeah, because it gets around quicker. It's like
It's like, yeah, and I love that. Like what was going on with the farmers in Pakistan as well. I don't want to get this wrong, but Pakistan, India. I apologize if I got that wrong. I probably have, but my boy put me on that, and I read so much about it. I still don't remember. I've had a rough day. I'm sorry, but when I read so much about it, and I saw like Rihanna sharing stuff about it too, I was like, oh,
crazy. It's
so
crazy.
People use their platform for good, all that cheesy stuff.
You can, and you can build it. You can build a lot of status on it. Obviously, like for us, for example, we're doing podcasts. We're building a bit of a following, but like
I've thought about Twitter, but my grammar's terrible. Like I can't post.
yeah, don't go to Twitter and be an idiot. Save that for Facebook.
I didn't say I was gonna be.
No, I mean like in terms of like grammar, you need to come grammatically correct.
Okay.
They will want it, and especially that you're black as well. Boy, listen, it's over for you, you know.
I'll work on it. You can check your tweet before you tweet it, right?
Yeah. But Twitter, LinkedIn, great. Where I have my issues is I don't use Facebook anymore. Really, I feel like Facebook was a transition stage.
It's a foundation for.
I feel like it's a transition stage for everyone. Like kids in school now are still on Facebook and blah blah blah. Like I can walk down the flipping corridor and like, sir, can I add you on Facebook? I'm like, blood, go away. So like, I feel like it's a transition stage for that to get you ready for the big boys.
Yeah.
My
Like before
issue-
you get your parents on social media like Instagram. Just try
Facebook first.
Go chat to your family and friends on Facebook.
My issue is Instagram.
See, that's my favorite choice of it.
I don't really use Snapchat.
I only use Instagram. I very rarely Snapchat. Only when I feel like I'm sick of Instagram, and that's it. I don't tweet.
Yeah, I'm in Twitter.
So
I tweet now and again, but I'm more there pre. I'm like,
So you just pre. So you
no,
don't even say anything.
but it's different because
So you're just reading other people's conversations.
yeah, but then I could jump in.
What's the point?
No, but I might not turn around and say, like, I might not put a tweet out and say, you know what, flipping, I don't know, Dunkin' Donuts are the best type of donuts, right? But I might see a conversation where it's like, yo, what's the best type of donuts? Someone saying Dunkin', someone saying Krispy Kreme, someone saying Asda, and I might jump in there and be like, nah, Dunkin' Donuts are the best one still because blah 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 blah. Like, so I'm not at the forefront.
You're just instigating shit.
Yeah, I'm a bit. But at the same time, when I do feel like it's time to tweet or whatever, then
What's the last tweet you did? Can you remember?
No, I'll tell you. I don't need to remember. It's live. This is live in the flesh. I'm gonna tell you. Bye.
Well, let's still record the audio.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's still on. Don't worry about that.
Alright.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
I do know that everything, what I've been told many times, that all the memes and gifs that I see, like, oh, this is for I retweet and I post it on Instagram. A lot of people said, yeah, that was really on Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter's the plug.
Twitter's first.
Twitter's first, and then it filters through everywhere else. But the last tweet I did was about Jack Grealish. Because I was at the time, obviously football fan.
What did you say?
Obviously Villa fan. I turned around, I could read it word for word. I said, as a Villa fan, what do we expect? He's getting 100, like they're paying 100 mil and 3,000 a week. Go get your money, captain. That's exactly what I said.
3K a week.
300.
Oh, 300K.
300K a week.
Oh,
Exactly. And they pay and City paid
you
100
served as
mil.
well.
See you later. Go get your money.
Remember I said it.
Because obviously,
You might come back. Actually, you came back.
yeah, at that time, obviously, on Twitter, being a football fan, I follow a lot of football heads. So it was Villa, and I'm a Villa fan, so it's like, Jack, you're pussy.
A lot of people
I hate you. I can hate you. And especially the die-hard Villa fans there. I got my hair cut because of you.
I saw
See
that.
guy who got your hair cut, he's like, I get all these pussy now.
Yeah, it's like, I got my hair cut like Jack Grealish and I was drowning in pussy. But then he's going to the City and he's changing it and now I don't get it.
Now he's using that every night. But the joke is, like, everyone was going in. I was like, why everyone get mad for?
That's what happens.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that's what happens. I'm not agreeing with you because, like, if he stayed there and limited his career at the end,
you're a hero, but you want
like,
shit.
oh yeah, you did great. And then there's always that one person. He could have done fantastic, but he did great and he showed loyalty.
Talking about loyalty, you girls get loyal. None of you women are loyal. I'm going on to date. None of you women are loyal. Anyway, I'm telling you, every probably 5 minutes.
You just call that every woman saying they ain't loyal.
Okay, every 5 minutes.
I just want to connect the dots.
Okay, every 5 minutes, I'm probably going to throw shade at women because we're talking about dating. So every 5 minutes.
Let's just wrap it round back to social media.
No, what the thing is, I ain't been hurt in a minute.
I'm not hurt. I'm happy.
No, I ain't been hurt in a minute. Like a good solid hurt. I ain't been hurt in a minute, man. Like it's been a long time.
Should we open up a pain cave?
Oh, depends what became.
So that's when you got hurt. What was the situation?
About 4 years ago.
Raw.
Yeah, doing dumb travels all over the country. I'm not gonna throw shade though. She's a good person.
Yeah,
she's a good person.
I respect that.
Yeah. But that.
There you go. See, you started
No,
a dating woman.
I'm lying. Not even about 4 years ago. That's a lie. That's about 5. It's about 5. Yeah, it's
what
about
were
5
you,
years.
20, yeah.
About 5-6 years ago. I ain't been hurt since. I don't get hurt. Iron Man.
He died.
Talking about Waldo. I didn't save the world. Exactly. I don't get hurt.
Iron Man poisoned himself with the thing that kept him alive.
Exactly. Poisoned himself. He
So
did
he
it.
hurt?
Yeah, but he did it.
He had his heart removed.
He did it
for the
himself.
status that he was.
No one hurt him.
He had his heart removed.
Because he did it himself.
We're going to save this for a
No
Marvel.
one hurt him.
We're going to save this for a Marvel talk. But
No
okay.
one hurt him. Oh, okay.
Social media and dating. Now,
hurt him.
the thing that came up to me is something that a conversation I had with Josh, and he said,
You said Josh, didn't you?
"Oh,
Man
man like Mr. JW," but
Alright, carry on. It's a judge in his heart, way.
I wanted to carry on in my head, and we had a conversation that we always do, as two, as three, and it's like we leveled on the platform. It was like, yo, I'm sick of chatting to people before taking them on a date, and I was like, why? Because that was how he opened. I was like, good morning.
Hello.
And then he elaborated. I was like, I get it, because think about the basic, like, generic scenario. You're chatting to someone, like you find them on, I don't know, that's not really creepy, but a friend of a friend through Instagram or Tinder or Snapchat or whatever.
You know, sorry. You know, there's Facebook dating now.
What's that?
I don't know. Look, I was gonna bait him out. One of my friends told me about it, and he was like, "Yo, there's Facebook dating now." I was like, "Eh?" He's like, "Yeah. It's better than the other ones." And he was showing me. He was like, "Yeah, like Tinder or whatever."
Okay.
He was like, "Yo,
He had one of them.
If you knew who the person was,
we gonna say that.
how can I say who the person was without saying who the person is?"
Your clue's gonna be too bait. Because
There's a lot of people that, but a lot of people don't know him, but a lot of people know him.
Alright.
Just think of them long Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings.
Oh.
Anyway, he was like, "Yo, look at this," and man was scrolling, and he kept scrolling with that one finger. I went,
long Wednesday,
long
fucking nights,
and early Sunday mornings.
Sunday.
Anyway,
It's a shame.
the man was and he was scrolling. That's Facebook dating, but anyway, carry on.
Oh yeah, so in terms of whatever it is, Facebook dating included in this weird world that we live in.
It's crazy.
You get to know someone, you get to chat about them, and you've broken down all the barriers, or you've got to know someone so much that when it comes to the date, there's nothing more to talk about. You get me? It's just interacting, putting a face to the name you've been trying.
It's not dating nowadays.
Like dating now is so much focused on the activity, which is fine, but it's like get or golf, axe throwing, snooker things. Or it's just so much based on the activity, and I know that the activity has been going around for a while. I get it. It's not like mini golf just started now, but it's so much like heavily influenced on the activity that you're doing together as the incentive to get to know each other. Because I feel like not as many people can sit down like, let me take you on a date. We're gonna go for a drink or have a meal.
What dating?
And do what? That's it. We're just gonna get to know each other.
What dating is now, from what I see from afar. Oh my God. Dating is just to see how you are with the other person in a social, photogenic scenario and environment. It's not because you've got all these social media platforms, like you said, Instagram, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna use Instagram for now. You're not hiding anything anymore.
You can find out so much
Like,
about them.
You're not hiding. If I could go on Instagram and if I like a girl, I'm like, I want to take her out. I can go on her Instagram and go, where does she like to go? Because she's fucking tagged it in it. Like what is she about? Because she's literally showing me what she's about. So when I'm speaking to her, if I don't know her, and I'll just add it on Instagram and I'll scroll through, my opening line can be like, if she's a footballer, so you play football? Oh yeah. How did you know? You just have that football look. But flipping in 2012, she posted her with a trophy like, oh, daddy's little girl. So, my point is, now all dating is taking them out into a social, photogenic scenario. And the worst thing is, people aren't even dating anymore.
Nah, people don't date. I feel like people date after they've smashed. I feel like it's chat, chirps.
Smash,
get to know. Like, link up, smash.
But then it's not dating.
It's like on the same like, but link up, smash, and then now that we smash,
let's continue seeing each other.
Instead of just linking up to smash and treating each other like
whores.
Yeah, just like prostitutes that we don't have to pay.
Whores.
Then let's at least go out and prove, paint a facade that we actually care and respect each other.
Let's prove.
Well, that's sometimes how relationships fold. Like, yeah. So,
and then do you know what?
How many dates did you let Daddy wait until you smashed? None.
So here's my take on this whole. Should you sleep with someone? And I'm talking from a male perspective because obviously I ain't got female parts, so I can't really give you that.
Understood.
Right. However, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I say this from a male and female perspective. If you've gone on a date, right, or if you linked up with someone and you like their vibe, you're talking to them, you're chilling, you're laughing, there's some little sexual chemistry, there's flirting, blah blah blah, everything going on. There is nothing wrong then with at the end of the night, in the middle of the night, before the night, there's nothing wrong with going bang, let's go. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Okay,
that's cool. But however, understand. If you do that, both parties are opening themselves up to the repercussions that could happen. Because on the girl side, the guy could come in, thumper, and go, job done. Go, right?
So could the girl.
That's what I was about to say. The girl could come in, thumper, and go, not even go, job done, just go, I thought it would have been better. And go. And ghost. So you're opening yourself up to that vulnerability.
Yeah.
On the flip side of it, if you make them wait too long, right? Again, you're opening yourself up to that vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because both parties could be like, you're wasting my time. Because unfortunately, in this shitty generation, a lot of feelings are... How can I put this now? Feelings are reciprocated via sexual intercourse. Feelings are not reciprocated. Feelings are validated by sexual intercourse.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're probably sitting there and going, "Oh, does she like me? Oh no, She smashes you and you go, yeah, she likes me.
Yeah, she must like me.
Yeah, and vice versa. And that's why I think there's no such thing as dating these days.
Because I feel like
Dating's out the window.
dating was supposed to be the stepping stones to encourage each other to see if you're the right match for the intercourse, and then maybe a relationship, or just even just the smash.
People should date. I feel like at our big age now.
Yeah, we're talking like late 20s.
Yeah, we're not talking late 20s. People should date to be together. Like I don't know about everyone else.
Can you date someone? Scenario. Can you date someone and feel comfortable not smashing until after the wedding?
Yeah. Are you talking about me or just in general?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Now the general male.
I'm not too sure. I don't think so.
It's become such. It's become so.
But
expected now that.
Again, one is come expected, but two, that's the influence of social media. Bro, if I go to my social media, I've seen everything. And when I say I've seen everything,
Sex is everywhere.
I know what you like, and I've seen you dressed up. I've seen your figure because you've probably put a bikini picture somewhere. Something.
Or some guy in the
I've seen something. There's nothing for me to imagine or go. The only thing I'm imagining now is what you're like in these different situations. That's the only thing I'm imagining.
I'll be wrong. The only thing I'm imagining is the sex because you've shown me everything.
Yeah, that's
else.
what I'm saying. So what are you like in the sex situation?
We've not kept anything to yourself, or for I'll be the prick in this situation. You've not let me want to find out more about you.
You've shown me everything. And if you show me everything, there's only one more thing I need to get.
And after that, I might not even want to.
Because you've shown. Like,
I've done everything.
I'll say this for all guys. If a girl is too easy, we don't want you. And I'm not talking like when I say too easy, I'm talking about like if you've openly shown us what you think we want. Men like to be challenged in every scenario.
Because there is a borderline of like playing hard to get. Not
Yeah, I get it. Like,
Like it's not even about self-respect. Because I don't want to judge people like that. Not today. I'm in a cool mind today.
Speak for yourself.
You can be that guy. Right now I'm going. This fan's kicking me ass. This is kind of good, but I actually am waking up. But not just self-respect, but just leave more to the imagination. Like I've had someone like. I'm not gonna say the name because I can't remember it. Like recently, add me on Instagram. Just because I can't. It's just really like you know, it's like a weird name. Like it's not their name, but I don't know, some stupid.
It's like Jesse Gold Toy Story 135
underscore 17
titty pic.
Not 17 age, but like I don't know, like a random number.
We got it.
We got it. But like that stupid shit, and like this person found me off Tinder,
Wrong.
Because I was the idiot. It's not there anymore, but I put my Instagram on my Tinder. Stupid. I know. Lesson learned. But this person found me, jumped in my DM and said, I found you through Tinder. It's weird because we've not matched. I was like, you're right, it is. But maybe we can like get to know each other.
Alright, cool, ballsy, like that. I like that.
I was like, okay.
Ballsy, yeah.
Like, it's a bit of a like red flag alert, but it's a
Is it a red? No.
No. I'm not saying it is, but it's a bit of because I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
You found me for social media by me choosing to share my information. Yeah. And let's face it, there's an unwritten rule of everything is like if you've not matched me, I've not matched you. Why are you still chatting?
Yeah, but right. So here's,
but because of that, I've got onto her profile, and now that interest of this is actually kind of interesting, not there because everything's on the profile, not like everything, but I'm like okay, there's so much going on. It's like if I show interest take on date, like you've been chatting about everything I already know just from like 2 scrolls down your page.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with putting stuff out there. It's your social media. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Personally. But just understand there's got to be more to imagination when we're talking about dating. Like, I don't want to be able to go where I'm constantly bored and I'm just like, I'm just sitting there like, oh, what are you doing today? You going out? Yeah, you do. Every Saturday you go out. Yeah. Where you drinking? Porn star martini? Yeah, man. Because every fucking Saturday you drinking the same goddamn drink.
Take a fucking picture about it as well.
I want some excitement. I want some.
Something to work for.
I don't care about work. I just want realness.
I want to work for something.
Ain't no one
if
real.
It's easy. I'm like,
Ain't no one real these days. No one. No, and that's everyone. That's every boy, girl, dog, snake. Ain't no one real no more. No one. Everyone's hiding behind a facade. Everyone don't want to be.
That's what social media is about now, isn't it?
No one
People
wants to
fake their lives.
It's annoying. No one wants to be. Fuck social media for a minute. No one wants to be vulnerable.
That's what social media is.
No. But he's
people fake that. You know. Go on a tangent. Go on a tangent.
No one wants to be vulnerable no more. No one. Fucking no one. No one wants to turn around and say, "Yo, you know what? This is what I want. I'm gonna have this, and that's how it is." No one. Ain't no one doing it.
Vulnerability.
And no one doing it.
Weakness.
No
one
it's
wants
not,
to feel weak.
And this is why most of y'all are single and yet never gonna find love, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it because no one wants to turn around and be open and honest. If you can't be open and honest with someone you want to date, how do you expect your relationship? If you get to a stage of relationship, how do you expect that relationship to go any which way? Because you weren't honest and open from when you could dispose of them within 30 seconds. If I've just met Amari, right? No, not like that. But if let's just say as a friend, if I've just met Amari and I can't say, "Hey, Amari, I can't eat oranges because oranges scratch up my skin," right? And Amari's like, "Do you want an orange?" And you're like, "No, maybe next time, right?" And some next time, Amari does some fruit salad and puts an orange in there. My dumbass eats it. I can't blame him for the repercussions because I wasn't open and honest with them at the start.
Okay, right.
So my point being, if you want something at the start, you gotta be open and honest. Hey, guess what? I'm not on a smashing hype. I want to actually get to know someone and see if we can make something from this point moving forward. You look good. I am attracted to your looks. I want to see if I'm attracted to your personality and if we vibe.
Okay.
Cool. Day 2 comes. You're not attracted to their vibe. You know what? We've been speaking for a bit. We've met up. We've been speaking for a bit, and I'm just not feeling it. Like there's something's just not there for me. It's got nothing to do with you. Something's just not there for me. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Cool. No one's time's wasted there.
Okay.
You tried. It failed. You moved on.
We said this like in previous talks. I'm sure.
We probably have.
Be honest from the get go. No one's time gets wasted. No one's feelings get hurt.
But the problem is, no one ever wants to do that. They don't want to do it.
There are honest people out there.
And the honest people, let's just talk about boys for that. What are the honest boys, male? What are they classed as?
Oh, friend zones.
Friend zone, good guys,
just friends.
Yeah. Oh, he's just so sweet.
But it's just not.
He's just not. There's just something about him. He's just a good friend. Why? Because he was open and honest. He just cares about my feeling. Okay, cool. Flipping Harry comes along. Oh yeah, go man. I wanna take it out. I'm gonna treat you good. Alright, cool. You don't hear from Harry for 7 days.
But you still gave him the pum pum.
Oh, why did he speak to me? He's a prick. Fuck him. Fuck. Yo, girl, what you saying? Oh my god. But that's it.
That is the dilemma.
So at some point, these good guys, these honest guys, whatever, are going to turn and not be that type. They're gonna turn around and go, alright, cool, bet. Because I'm seeing too many times. I'm seeing Harry get the girls.
Wasteman Harry.
Okay. I'm seeing Wasteman Harry get the girls too many times. So why am I sitting here, girlless, trying to find a good, honest woman, and I can't find one, or no one's accepting me for me? I've gone on dating apps. No one wants me. I've gone to what I thought was the friend zone. So I've gone to the girls that I thought, I'm just gonna shoot my shot with this girl I've had a crush on since fucking primary school, but I've just never had the balls to say. She shot me down because I'm too much of a good friend. I've gone for friends of friends. I've gone for and they're all shooting me down. And the only thing I'm ever getting back, the only red flag I'm ever getting is, "You're such a sweet guy.
Too nice.
You're too nice." Okay, cool. So if I'm too nice and I keep doing the same thing, that's insanity by definition. So guess what?
You're expecting
different results. And guess what? I'm now gonna switch and be like Wasteman Harry. So then you be like Wasteman Harry. Next thing you know, 20,000 girls on your back going, oh, you're a prick, you weren't like that when you were speaking, blah, 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 blah. Wow, guess what, girls? You turned me into this. So I don't want to hear from any woman, any female, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear, oh, he's just a good, he's not like that. We just like a bit of cool. So you get your excitement now, and the minute you get your excitement, don't complain when you get taken for a knob, because we as a male species have tried to be nice. We've all tried it. We've all done it. Every one of them has tried it, and there's always been that one girl that's just pushed them too far, because they're taking man for muggins. Yeah, taking man for muffins.
Yeah,
like
taking a Michael.
Taking them for muffin cakes.
Yeah.
They're going, you know what? And that person's going, you know what? He's sitting there at night going, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. So he deletes all the social media.
Like Wasteman Harry. I'm
gonna be like Wasteman Harry,
because no one wants this. And if this is what I believe that they deserve, deserving getting them, then
I tried to play one way. It wasn't working. I kept true to my philosophy. It wasn't working. Mm-hmm. The manager turned around and said, "No, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing." So you keep playing them long balls. You keep trying. But you're losing 5, 6, 7-0 week in, week out. It gets to December. You're in a relegation fight. Man, I'm gonna have to switch up the way I'm playing. If I want results,
it's not
working. You switch up.
If you want results, you switch up the play.
You start walking up that table. You're in the Champions League, and sooner or later you win the Premiership. Leicester. Sooner or later
you have not called Leicester a good guy that turned into a waste man to win the Premier League.
Yes. Sooner or later you start winning games, you win the Premier League. Boom. Dad's your uncle. Bob's your fish. I don't want to
take him seriously.
I don't want to hear it no more. I really don't. I don't want to hear it.
But I'm gonna go into social media in terms of really good rant. I respected it. In terms of how, like,
to take a brunt of that.
Like, what guy are you always seeing that girls are thirsting over? What type of guy?
I can paint the picture.
Paint the picture, bro.
Waste man Harry. It goes for any race, but there's always the one.
Yeah.
Right. So right. Before I say this, right, because I got a few friends that are in this. I got a few friends that are in this industry, right?
Okay.
Right, and I'm not throwing shade on this industry, because there are some very, very good guys in this, and you know, I shout them out. Joe Doyle.
Oh, okay, I know.
Joe Doyle, great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in this? Carl Harris. He went to school. He's got his own little fitness page. Man, smashing.
Oh, swear that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Great guy.
Mm-hmm.
James Adcutt. Bit of a prick. Great. Great guy. No, saying Keithan. I think Keithan's still in the industry. Great guy. We got a few friends in there.
You like in the light clubs of that?
Yeah. but that's the type that goes
to the nightclub promoter.
Look at me, promoter. Yeah. Or it's the football athlete. Again, there's nothing wrong with us. We're good people. But it's that kind of. It's a football athlete. Usually they're over 6 foot or they're 6 foot something. They got the same fucking skin fade as everyone else. They dress the same fucking way as everyone else. Got the chinos, got the no socks, got the white crepes, got the hat. Sometimes he wears a hat. Got a fucking bottle of Ace of Spades in his hand somewhere. If he ain't got that, he's got a pouch over him. If he ain't got that, he's got money in his hand. His Instagram is always vibes. Just here for vibes, catching vibes, blah blah vibes in a different language. Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Carl Harris, as in Calvin Harris. Drives some form of BMW or
someone doing well,
Astra.
Or someone who believes that they're better than others.
Yeah.
But that's someone who's like very self-obsessed.
Girls like danger, and I'm not talking. You know, some girls like danger in terms of like the actual. This could ruin my life danger. But girls like excitement, and I feel they think, or social media has portrayed these types of people as dangerous, is into excitement. So your nightclub, there's always a party because you're in that industry. Whether you're going there to do your own night, or you've got your own night, or you work in a club, or you're going there to enjoy your night, also pray out the competition, or you got a work meeting or whatever, party. Footballers, you're working out, you go to football, you train, you go to football, you work out, you go out. There's people out now tonight, Saturday night.
I'm just gonna say spotlight.
All my semi-pro people got battered today. But anyway.
Drink away. Well, I'm gonna. Okay, I can see the dynamic that you're trying to portray, and I get it. But I feel like we're missing out a few types of people based on like their careers.
What type of people you think?
Well, I'm gonna categorize it as like the spotlight person. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
just like the person who always is in the scene, wants to be in the scene, needs to be heard whenever they're in a room or a group of people. But either way, like the spotlight person to me, like the spotlight brother, you can be in a house party, and the people that can do their own thing and vibe, they're cool.
But there's
that one person or those few like wannabe alphas that just need to know.
Loudest person in the room.
Loudest person in the room, loud for no reason kind of person. Like it could be ego, it could just be confidence, but they need to let others know that they're there. That kind of personality, I feel like that better covers it, because I really want to make sure we're separating people that who they might see this and like, okay, the fuck.
Yeah, I'm painting a picture. I'm painting a picture just from what a lot of things.
Because it's not just
you lot,
careers and professions and like lifestyles. It's the kind of personality that the kind of guy is.
It's danger.
I'm just linking it back into social media, because it's seen as the lifestyle that you live, as we know, is always fake on social media. You see the good days, the good times, the good hour compared to the 23 of the rest of the day. That's shit. Yeah. But because of that, that's seen as, if I'm speaking from a girl's perspective, from a scenario, I'm not a female, but I feel like girls will see, if I get a guy like that, I will live a lifestyle like that, because that lifestyle looks attractive. It looks a lifestyle that looks fun, because they're only showing the good stuff, and it's more like a trophy. Like this brother's taking selfies and rare tear, loads of views. That's only just changed now, where people can hide their views. Very humbling on Instagram or Facebook, whatever. And either way, they got loads of followers. They're doing reels. They can do whatever they want and still have a massive following or fan base. Now, if that girl is seen in a picture with that guy, is seen with that guy a lot, or seen doing what that guy's doing more, that's now a trophy. And it's the same for guys too. Yeah, guys do. Like, there's fitness girls that are not really fitness girls. They're just doing it for the clout. There's girls that say that they're business people, but really they don't do anything. There's girls that say they're promo executives, but really they're no two people that sell shots for them. It's not the same. But again, on social media, it looks amazing. And so a guy if I get a girl like that, my focus now is a girl like that. But then again, the Lord, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, thinks I should get a girl like that, and they're the girls I want. But they're not the girls that are being portrayed as something worth having. Yeah. Because they're getting this much view and not getting this much attention. But this type of girl is. So for me to be accomplished, for me to be taken seriously, for me to start believing in myself or want to feel like I'm doing good, that's the type of girl I need to get. And I feel like that's the difference between doing something that's for you or having social media influence your preference.
Yeah, that's where I feel like social media has ruined dating, ruined relationships.
It's dating and relationships. Yeah. It's relationships because you're going for something that you don't want, you just think you need. Right. And it ruins dating, because I don't want to know it. I don't want to do all that hard work or getting to know someone on a personal level, because I can do it through social media. Yeah. I can spend 10 minutes browsing your page and I feel like I know you
already without
chat to you about something openly, about something that you don't want to chat to me about because it's personal to you, but you've allowed it to be public. If you share something personal to you that's public, it's no longer personal to you.
Do you know what? I'm going to come off social media for a bit. I'm going to come away from it. I'm just going to focus on like dating and relationships for a bit.
We'll focus on it because there's a lot to talk about social media.
Because we can go on a social media rant for a while. But what I want to talk about personally is the idea of red flags. Because I'll elaborate. Because what I don't understand, right? For people that don't know what red flags are, and I feel like everyone should or do, but red flags are your interpretation of your non-negotiables. There are things in a relationship or when you're dating that you go, hey, guess what? I ain't okay with that. No. Whatever it may be.
Whatever it is, that's your no.
That may be cheating. That may be maybe just talking to other people excessively. That may be going out. That may be lying. That may be just shitting more than 7 times in a day. Whatever your non-negotiable is, or your red flags, that's what that's what they are, right? So my question to you, Amari, is, hey, you don't know what people red flag?
That sounds like a digestive issue. To me.
Hey, why? It's not my digestive issue, so I don't see the issue. But it's what I'm about to say.
Okay,
is,
question. Because you said you started this with like I don't get red flags.
Yeah.
So what's your question?
what's the fucking point of them?
What's the point of a red flag?
Right.
Look at the world that we live in, bro.
Yeah, right. No. And I say that because if your red flags are there, right, and you see them in one person, why the fuck do you continue to speak to that person?
The red flags is a red flags that it's the rules behind them that people allow themselves to go red flag. No, it's not. No, it's not. But that same I'm pissing on girls again.
I'm gonna piss on all of them.
Alright, I'm there. I'm gonna wait. Listen, girls are shit. Girls are shit at this. Look at the fucking camera. Girls are shit at this because I've spoken to countless girls. I'm not gonna say your names because I respect you, the ones that speak to me. If I don't speak back to you, I don't respect you because that's a conversation I don't want to have with you. From hearing you, get the best, get the message.
Hold this.
But in regards to this
let's sit back.
scenario, girls have spoken to me based on what they're going on in their life because apparently I'm Mr. fucking friend zone. With these situations, I allow myself because I'm not interested in. But I like drama. I like information. It's fun. So, but either way, people share their stories to me, and it's on a certain level of respect because I'm there for them. I wouldn't open it out to. So I'm gonna tread lightly for respect for the few I respect. But in a scenario, girls would say what they're going through, or what they wouldn't have. They would not ever settle with it. And then girls like to talk about their friends that are going through some things like that. And that always happens a lot. They use their friends as examples. And I don't know if that's normal, but I don't do that.
Like, fucking hope not.
You have a lot of examples.
You're a bastard. You're an actual bastard.
But
like, there's people like you.
Don't say people like me. Whatever. Throw them. And clean it up.
Tired of it.
Spill my carpet. Girls like to chat with girls about scenarios, and they say, first of all, I wouldn't put myself through that. Why is she doing X? Why is she doing Y? Why is she doing Z? But when that, again, touch imaginary word, that it doesn't happen to you, but when that does happen to you, scenario, and I've come up and said, well, that red flag that you said Shanae isn't seeing, and she's being an idiot for ignoring, isn't that the same red flag? And then they say, no, it's different. It's always different when emotions are involved because you're still in that honeymoon phase where, no, I can change him.
Let me just tell you straight.
Personal topic. I'm not gonna say names, but yo, the man put hands on you. That should be a black flag.
Let me just
you get me? No, that I wouldn't let that happen to me. No way, Jose. I'm this, I'm that. You get me? But it's like, oh, man put hands on you, or man just treats you like you're not a person. Like he wouldn't respect you. Like he treats you better. He treats dogs better than you.
Let me just
get me. And for you, it's okay because there's emotions involved. So that allows that red flag to turn a little bit orange. And it's like, no, I can fix it. I can change him. So the red flags are there, and they should be there because of the world that we live in as well. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
For guys and girls, I think it's more. I believe it's more fucked up for girls too.
100%.
But there's no point having red flags in terms of where you're coming from, the severity of it. If you're not going to abide by them, it's a red flag. But I can find a way around it, or the red flag will go down a bit. It just needs a bit. No, it's a red flag. Stick to it and stick to you.
I'm gonna say two things on this scenario. I'm gonna say two things. One, if a light was red and you was driving and you come up to a light, right, and it was on red, would you continue to go? No, because the possibility you could crash and die. There's the possibility you can end up in a real bad accident if you continued to drive on red. I'm not talking in America where you idiots can turn right. I'm not talking about that. I'm in the UK. You were going down, flipping Aldridge Road, and that light's on red when you come to that crossover. Right. Would you continue to go? The answer is no. So, if the answer is no there because it's dangerous,
why in
certain situations and you see these red flags in guys, are you going, nah, it's okay?
It'll be different this time.
I'll get through it.
The cars won't hit me.
Yeah.
Because I love it.
Second point.
And your friends in the back seat like,
we fucking told you to stop.
Because what girls do is they take their friends with them. So, alright, cool. Because you're an idiot.
If I'm drowning, you're drowning with me.
I have to deal with this too.
Right. So second point. Ain't no man gonna change for no girl. And I say this wholeheartedly. If in the talking stage of you speaking to a guy, right, and they show you a red flag, let's just do something very, very minor. If you said, you know what, I would never let a man disrespect me in any way, the way he speaks to me, whatever, right? I'll never let a man call me a bitch, right? That's my red flag. If you call me a bitch, I find it very disrespectful, especially to women. Therefore, I don't tolerate it. Get out of my life. I don't need it.
That's what red flags are. Zero
tolerance. Non-negotiables.
That's it.
Zero tolerance, right? First date comes along, you with the man of your dreams, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing to you. That's your ideal type. That's your perfect guy.
Nice.
Right? He comes to you. First thing he says hi, whatever, blah blah blah. First thing he says, hey bitch, go get me a drink, please. He used the word please. He said, hey bitch, go get me a drink, please. And then you sit there and you say, oh, well, he used his manners. And he meant it in a nice way. I mean, he started laughing. Like, so clearly he was just making a joke.
In that scenario, you can say, like, it's first impressions, they don't know that, not to.
Yeah, okay.
So, if that person,
Yeah.
again, just elaborate on, if that person said, listen, on a one-to-one,
Don't do that.
don't call me a bitch. Because
No,
that's a red flag.
Because that's non-negotiable. It doesn't matter if it's a first-time offence. No, but this is the situation. It
I get
doesn't.
where you're coming from. I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like,
Now,
your background, the way you come from, or
Yeah.
this person's background versus that, they might not know you.
If I'm dating a white girl, right, and their background, they've come from a racist family, right, and their background is they can go and say the N-word in every flipping song because it's in a song,
Yeah.
and it's okay, right? I've come from, obviously, and I don't take that at all, right? If I'm then with this girl, right, and we're vibing, whatever, song comes on, and she's like, yeah, man, get out. Because it doesn't matter. To me, personally, it does not matter.
I get where you're coming from. I just wanted to, like, play devil's advocate. I get it. I do get it.
It just
If that's a red flag,
if that's a red flag, it's a non-negotiable. Like, if you have that conversation beforehand, then that's on to you. If you say, hey, guess what? Just so you know, before we get into anything, one of my non-negotiables, one of my red flags is the use of, for me, that's, for example, in this scenario, it's the use of the N-word. Don't use it around me. Better yet, don't use it. But, just respect me.
Yeah.
Don't use it around me.
Okay.
If you do use it, definitely don't use it around me.
Okay.
Right? Then that's a different situation. If they then continue to use it around you, they get punched in the throat because they're then openly disrespecting you. But if you don't have that conversation and they use it, you're in every right to go, all right, see you later, I'm done. Because that's your interpretation. That's your non-negotiable.
So I feel like the red flags there's generic red flags like don't
cheat, don't lie, don't steal, blah blah blah, don't kill.
People need to fully establish themselves. Again, look inside yourself and believe who you are, all that Disney shit. But what your red flags are, understand them and follow them. There's no point making them and saying I'm not going to ever tolerate this.
And then bending the rules.
Unless they're a 10 out of 10.
And you know what?
Or unless they're 6, 7.
That's
or
not
unless
just...
it's like ticking so many boxes. It's like, no. That's you sticking to you, not being fake.
But that's just
you can't be around your friends and say, oh, I ain't going to let someone do this to me. Like, oh, if I want to go out with the boys, if that's the scenario. But when you're around her, it's like, it's alright, I don't want to go out with you, it's fine. It's like, well, you're not really sticking to yourself. You're being fake. You're adapting yourself based on to keep your trophy or to keep this. You're being fake.
Leave.
That's your lifestyle that you want to choose, but you won't be happy because you're forever
being
living
fake.
your life. You get me?
And man, them. This one is for us.
Okay.
Not you. This one's for us. Don't waste your time. And I'll say this loud and proud. Do not waste your time.
Elaborate.
Because these women will take you for a ride if you allow them to. And when I say that, if you are constantly there for these women, constantly, and you're like, yeah, cool, I'm here for you, blah, 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 blah. They will keep using that. They might turn you into a friend. If you've gone to approach a girl on a non-friend basis, right, and they only come to you for friend type situations. This guy I'm speaking to constantly get out.
That's it.
Don't waste
Your
your time.
intention was to not be.
Don't don't be afraid to turn around and say, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm not here to play a long game. I'm not here to just see what happens. Maybe it will turn from a friendship to a relationship. No. Women know straight away whether they want you as a friend, whether they see you as more. Do not sit there and waste your time. If it's not for you, get out. See you later. Bob's your uncle. Catch your fish. Whatever it is, it don't matter. Whatever it is, get out.
Does that not put into question the fact that is it possible to get out of the friend zone?
It's possible.
Yeah.
But again, that depends on the type of person you are, right? And that depends on your own.
Well, what you said, it depends if it's wasted time. If you know where
feel
you
you're
are,
not
but you
wasting
think, you
time,
know what, I'm gonna get out of this.
No matter what happens, if you've got total flipping vision and you've gone, no matter what, I know this girl likes me. I know this for a fact, right? Sorry. I know this for a fact. I know this girl likes me. She's put me here because she doesn't want to get hurt by me. Okay.
Right.
If you then go bang, then I'm going. That's who I want. That's what I'm going for. Then there's nothing wrong. If you're in the friend zone, you've got to creep and crawl and wait your turn and get there. Do what you gotta do. But if you've gone there with the intention not to, and you for some reason you get put in there, or for some reason you feel like your time's being wasted, there's nothing wrong with going, yo, my time's being wasted, see you later, I'm getting out. If you want to message a girl, you keep messaging the girl, and they're taking hours to reply, and then they reply, you see them on social media, but they're on social media, so they're on the phone, you see them on WhatsApp, so they're there, you see them online, they've read your message, but not replying, there's nothing wrong with sending that double message and going, you know what, you're wasting my time here, I ain't got my time to be wasted.
Like,
I'm out.
clearly you think X when I'm looking for Y. So
see you later. I'm done. It doesn't matter about their response then. It doesn't matter if they go, oh no, I'm not always on my phone. You don't have to be, because you could then bring up receipts and be like, okay, well, cool. You was on Instagram, so you are on your phone because you're on Instagram.
That's if
you're
you
on
got time
WhatsApp.
for that.
That's if you got time.
You said bullshit.
But you don't have to.
I've said bye. I don't need to chat to you in life.
What people need to understand is people will talk to you if they want to speak to you, no matter what time it is. That goes for both. That goes both ways.
What modern day technology does.
No, that goes both ways. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
It doesn't matter if you're the most busy person in the world. You have 2 seconds to drop a message and say, look, I'm going to be busy today, so my replies are going to be a bit short. I'll message you later.
You don't have to type a long message. You can voice note one.
It takes 2 seconds. Yo, I'm going to be busy today. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Got shit going on. I just want you to know that I'm not airing you. I'm not ghosting you. I'm very busy
stuff to go
right now. I can't wait to catch up with you later on. Peace. 5
Cool.
seconds.
Because then all that does then, that settles the other person down and go, okay, cool. So if they do see you on social media or they do see you doing X, Y, and Z, they go, oh, okay, cool. She said she was busy. She might be on social media, but she said she was busy.
You to believe it based on the relationship. But either way,
no, because people can, like, sometimes if you want to have a conversation, if I want to have a conversation with someone, for example, or if I want to give them my full undivided attention, social media does not deserve my full undivided attention. Like, I don't need to have my brain working. I don't need to be thinking. I don't need to be involved in any conversation. I can be scrolling. I could be following. I could take a picture and put it on there. It takes 30 seconds. It's brain dead, right? But if I want to have a conversation with you, I might turn around and say, look, I'm a bit busy, so I'll message you a bit later, or I'll phone you a bit later, or whatever, and we'll talk. Okay, cool, safe. And then if you see me on social media, just know it's not because of you. I've told you I'm going to speak to you. I want to speak to you because I want to give you my full attention. So you can be on social media even though you said one thing to someone else. The problem is these days people are such fucking arseholes that they want to waste everyone's time. Everyone's time wants to be wasted.
You know, when a girl's chatting to you, they're not chatting to just you.
No, they're not.
With guys.
And that's fine.
That's fine. You don't just apply for one university.
That's fine. Yeah,
cool.
well, you have choices, isn't it? That's
you
cool.
have choices.
I'm not saying everyone has choices, but what I'm saying is if I'm one of your choices, right, and you want to get to know me, right, just be open and honest with it. There's nothing wrong if at the start of every whatever you want to call it, talking stage, blah blah blah. The best thing you can do is be honest. Look, I just want to let you know that I'm interested in speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to other people, and that's just how it is.
So I'm not at a stage of being exclusive.
I'm not at a stage of being exclusive. So I just want you to know that, so you can then make a decision for yourself if you want to speak to me and continue to speak to me, or I'm speaking to other people.
Yeah.
Cool. The other person can then respond. Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing exactly the same, so it's
Not
not a
everyone
problem.
wants to be open and
Okay.
honest.
But this is my point.
But it's for the reason why as well. Like, if I want to be open and honest, because again, putting myself into a wasteman scenario, if I'm wasteman Amari and I know that Shanae wants me to be open and honest and exclusive to her, I will feed her all the lies I know she wants.
But do you know what the joke is? I get that. I understand that. But that's the risk you're taking anyway. That's the risk.
That's what everyone takes.
That's the risk you're taking anyway. If you don't want that risk and you don't want that stress and you can't deal with that, stay single. Don't speak to no one. Because you can't. You don't go to a game. You don't go to a football game with there being no risks of injury. Every time you step on that pitch, there's a risk of you getting hurt.
Okay.
There's a risk of you getting hurt.
Football analogies.
Yeah. Every time you step on that pitch, there's a risk for you to getting hurt.
Okay.
So every time you're going into a talking stage, there was a risk for you to get hurt. A friendship, a relationship, a job, whatever it may be, there is a risk you could come off worse than you started when you went in there. So what's the point of holding all your eggs back, being over? Because all you're gonna do, if you find someone you actually like, and you hold it back, and you hold it back, and you hold it back, and that person is going, nah, man, like, you just hold it back from me, I see it, and you're not interested clearly, then you're gonna go, oh no, because of my past. Fuck your past. Fuck your past.
Hey, I've been there. I did that. I'll fully be honest. I did that. It's like because I went walking out like early on. I was like, nah, I'm gonna find wifey. I ain't got time for all these hoes and all this stuff. And I was like, it was a hard introduction back into like the dating world and all that, because it's like it changes, and it's like you said, it's an investment of time, and once you invest it, you're not getting it back, but you've got to understand that you're taking a risk no matter what.
Yeah, it's no matter what.
And you learn from it. Sometimes it's a hard lesson, sometimes it's not, but either way,
but you're learning
from it. You're learning based on what you believe you want.
Every conversation is a learning conversation.
But what I'd recommend is get to know the person. I know personally now, if a new girl came across to me right now and showed interest, or I showed interest in a new person, I say that because people I know more like than like just first impressions and that. But if a new person scenario came to me and said X, Y, Z, A, B, C, I'm just going to find out the basics.
Yep.
And then say, listen, I want to take you out. I want to get to know you. I don't want to do the social thing. And even if I could have crossed paths with my wifey now, and anyone that pops me up, or if I wake up tomorrow like it's gonna be this person, I'm gonna ask them out, because I'm not doing this. Hey stranger, what's going on? It's been a while.
It's getting too long.
What's your star sign? Favorite color? I don't know. What day were you born on? What's it?
I understand.
I personally, again, what I focused on as well, what I started this conversation with, I want to get to know the person through interaction, physical interaction, behind the social media. It's like, and if this person can't live life without, I'm just check this real quick. That's enough for me. I was like, alright, cool. I'm not paying for your food.
See you later.
I'm going away. Oh, why? Because that's a red flag. Because you can't look up from your phone. That's fine, because you're gonna find your idiot Prince Charming, whatever. But that's not me.
Right. So before we cut this, right? I'm gonna ask you a question in a minute.
Ask away,
right? But I'm just gonna give my piece of advice. My one piece of advice is turning around and saying, be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to sit. No, it is. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to turn around and say, look, I'm looking for this. I'm being open and honest, because all you're doing really and truly is hurting yourself. If you are open and honest and dickhead Sandra or dickhead Harry turns around to you and is feeding you bullshit, right? And then you pick up on it later down the line, you can then go, okay, cool. You know what? I did my part, right? You're a knob. So guess what? That's on you. See you later. Piss right off. That's cool, right? But the last thing you want to do is hold back, and dickhead Sandra or dickhead Harry are only being dickhead Sandra and dickhead Harry because they feel you holding back, so they hold back.
Okay.
And that's where I feel this dating age is going. You want someone to be open and honest with you, but you can't be open and honest with them.
Facts.
So if you can't be open and honest with them, why do you expect? And why the hell should they be open and honest with you?
Why should they be?
There shouldn't be.
But that's sadly, as you said, this day and age. It's becoming known.
So, one advice I would give is to turn around and say, be open and honest, be vulnerable. If you just want to smash, That's perfectly fine. Say that from the beginning because then no one gets hurt. Male or female, no one gets hurt. I want to smash. Okay, I'm not after that. All right, I am cool. There you go.
Everyone can lie. Let's face it.
Everyone's gonna
Everyone's
lie.
gonna lie too. Now, I agree with the be vulnerable. I do. I wouldn't say wear your heart on your sleeve straight away. In probably our age group, it's different. We're more mature now, where we know what signs to look out for based on experience or past or whatever.
I even think in the early stages.
But I feel like not directly, but I feel like it's good to be vulnerable, but it's good to know when to be vulnerable too. I'll lean more towards get to know where you both are, get to respect your red flags, and that's when you can be vulnerable. But that could be on the first day, that could be the first impression too. But there's more than just saying, this is all my cards on the table.
But what I'm saying is just doing that is being vulnerable. By you say, like, for example, you say I'm just going to go out there and ask the girl out straight away. I'm not doing all this, what's your days, what's your number, right? But that's you being vulnerable. You're opening yourself out to rejection by saying, hey, girl, guess what? Hey, I just want to take you out. I want to take you out, get to know you. What are you thinking? This time, this place. Cool. You've then been vulnerable because you've gone, this is what I want to do. Here's my cards. Bang. You haven't turned around and said, girl, I'm looking for a marriage and blah, 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 blah. You've just said, this is what I want to do. Yeah, but you've
lent on that with, like, there's kind of a hypocritical tone because you've just said, like with social media, you don't want to give too much away about yourself because obviously people can use that. But being vulnerable is to say on the first date, this is what I'm about. But I want this. What are you after? I'm just looking to smash. I'm looking for long term. That's kind of the same thing to say. I'm literally opening myself to you and say, this is everything I want. This is everything I am. But I think obviously that can be like ruined. That can be tricked. That can be construed towards. Okay, I'm gonna pretend to mold myself into that guy. To make sure I can get the pussy.
But I think you should do that. Like I generally think, male and female, you should turn around and say. It might be on the first date, but you turn around and say, "Look, this is what I'm after." I just feel like if by not being vulnerable in that sense and not saying something like that, you are opening yourself up to too many different like interpretations. Why is she speaking to me? Does she want to smash? Does she not want to smash? Why is he speaking to me? Does he want to smash? Does he not want to smash? If you turn around and said, "Look," if I turn around to a girl and said, "Look, let's say I want to smash," I turn around and say, "Look, I just want to smash." Like, I find you sexually attractive. Like, I just want to smash. What you're saying, right off the bat. That girl, that female has a choice there. She can go, you know what? Yeah, I just want to smash. Cool, great. We're both in a situation. We both know exactly what it is. Both know what's going on. If after we smash things change, then we speak about it, right? Yeah. But initially, we know what we want. If she turns around and says, "No, I don't want to smash. That's not what I'm on." Okay, cool. We're both on different pages. Then. Right, we both know we're on different pages. If the female then continue to speak to me because she wants to speak to me, she knows full-heartedly that I'm only wanting to smash.
Okay.
Right? So she's then making that decision herself to go, what? Oh my God. Oh, go whatever, and vice versa, right? So that's why I say you should turn around and say stuff like that because you allow yourself. Or you allow you and the other person to know where you are and respecting both parties.
I'm going to find a medium. Because I can see where you're coming from and I really like the idea of it too. But there is such thing as being too open and too honest.
Yeah, there is.
You can learn from it too. So yes, there are positives from it. So if OJ could give advice to, I say the youngest generation, like the early 20s or the early days from whatever life you're in, even the oldest, date more. Like in person, get to know the person that you may be interested in for whatever reason, for whatever outcome you want. Get to know them more.
Date more
before you date more. Don't give away too much on social media.
Date smart.
Be real and respect your flags.
Yeah.
Because there's no point having them if you can simply overlook them for X, Y, Z reasons.
Yeah, I agree.
Date more, so you're getting to know a person more. So again. People can't lie as much as social media. That's why catfish is a thing. That's why it's a word used. I said it's a freaking show. Don't be so gullible in terms of social media. Be real. Don't fake a life because eventually you're going to get caught out.
Yeah.
And if you've got red flags, stick to them. Because, again, there's no point if you're going to give your friends, like, don't do this. If he treats you like this, do this. Or if she's acting you like this, then you're out, but when it happens to you, you're not going to respect that red flag, then it's pointless to have red flags, and you're going to dive deeper into a situation you know you don't deserve, or you know you shouldn't be in, but you do deserve because you've just overlooked them.
Date more, date smart. Date more, date
That's a
smart.
slogan, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to run that into date more, date
I
smart.
want a commercial. Date more, date
Date more, date smart.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so last question before we wrap this all up.
Okay.
Right. On the first date, who pays?
Oh, I was about to ask you another question based on the first date.
Oh, you can ask
This
that.
came up in
On the first date, who pays?
this came up in a previous date that I was in, and I brought it up in conversation because I myself, as a gentleman,
Get to the point.
I believe that the gentleman should pay first. But if again through equal rights or through women feeling a certain way because of that, I don't mind sharing it too. But if it's for my preference, if I get to choose, I'd like to pay for the date because I want to take you out, even if they say I want.
This
to take
is
you out.
what I have been
That's
saying for the
Well,
longest time.
You saying like who's costume? Who
Look.
said something else?
No, I've had this conversation with like 3 women, right?
Okay.
And the conversation come up, and what they're bringing up, their ideas, what they brought up, they've said, oh yeah, but I earn my own money, which is great. So I want to pay for myself. I don't want to feel like I owe anyone anything. That is great. Love it. Great mentality.
High five.
Fantastic. Yeah. Bam.
Did that.
But my interpretation is, if as a male, I've asked you out.
Yeah.
I've gone to you. I want to take you on a date. I'm taking you out of your home to come spend time with me. I'm going there with full intentions to pay because I've asked you out. Now, if you've asked me out, by all means, pay for me because you've asked me out. You've gone to me. I want to take you
What
out.
if they've asked you out, but they expect you to pay?
That's it. That's where I'm getting a bit itchy twitchy because in my head, right, the person who asks is the person who pays. Now, if a girl asks me out, right, on a date, fucking great, right? If they ask me out, don't get me wrong, I will still offer to pay because it's just the way I've been brought up. You always pay for the first date, no matter what happens. You always pay for the first date, right?
I always want to pay.
Yeah,
Period.
I always want to pay, period, right? Because that's just how I am, right? However, if they turn around to me and say, no, I'm not letting you, blah, 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 right? Then we go into negotiation time. I'll say, okay, cool, fine. We're not going to argue here, right? That's not a problem. If you want to pay, you pay for the main bit, let me pay for drinks. Or, you pay for this, let me pay for that.
Yeah.
Let's and vice versa. If I'm saying I want to pay for you, and you're turning around to me and you're saying no, that's not happening. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
How they address it is very key as well.
I'm not gonna blow up whatever. You can pay for. What I hate is expectation. Right. I will do it, but you better bring your card with you, and you better have money in your account. Don't expect me to
It's
pay for
that
this.
assumption. It's like I'm like if I'm taking a date, I'm always going to want to.
Yes.
But
The assumption that I'm
that
going
assumption of like it's so hard because it can be transcribed differently. But if they just sit down, so if everything's going fine, and I don't know what they say, so you're paying, right? That's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
So
Instantly.
like, I'll address it too. It's like, what do you mean by that? Of course, I was going to pay, but why are you saying it like that?
Yep.
Are you assuming? Are you like expecting me to? I was always going to, but why are you addressing it
Even
like
if
that?
even if it's in a joking manner, like to me, it's just rude.
Yeah.
And rudeness
There's certain
is a
things
red
that
flag.
I would always like highlight. Like, okay,
That's fine. I'll pay. That's cool. But it's the last time I'm paying.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's the last time I'm seeing you.
you show me a bit of a personality that I choose not to be around.
Yeah. And I'm
That's
not
it.
doing it.
And I respect the red flag and say, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Yeah. And I'm cool with that. That's fine.
Like pussy's pussy. Like you ain't me.
I pay for my enjoyment here. So that's where I wanted to go. That's my question.
Okay, all right. Good question. It seems like that was more to get off your chest.
No,
You're happy you said what you had to say.
Because if I was the people I've taken on dates, I pay for. I'm okay with that. That's not a problem. And then I've had some good dates in my time.
Appreciation is appreciated too.
I love appreciation, and the people have done little things for me, not even big things. Like one time when I was on a date, this was sick. This is probably one of the best things that someone's ever done for me.
Right.
Okay. Generally, it was just so
detailed.
No, it was just nice.
Okay.
Like, so we went on a date, and like everything was going cool, blah 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 blah, and the way to come over, like she went somewhere. I can't remember she went somewhere. The way to come over, and it was like oh, here's your bill. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't ask for the bill. She's like, oh, the girl over there told me to come over with the bill, but she's already paid 3/4 of the meal. But she didn't want to make a scene in front of you because she wanted to know that she appreciated your time. So she's gone toilet, pay 3/4, and you just have to pay the rest. So when they come back, I went, because in my head I was like, oh fuck, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, you're calling me broke? I got money, getting out my accounts and stuff. Yeah, I was like, why did you like? I just asked her, why did you do that? Yeah, I was like, you didn't have to do that. Why did you do it? And she turned around and she said, because you drove, you picked me up, you picked the place, you took me here. We had a great time. I had a great time. The bill, it wasn't expensive, but it was a big bill. It was like, it's a big boy bill. I ain't no bitch. It's a big boy bill, right? And you got dressed up, and you brought me my favorite chocolate. Like, we had a good time. I just wanted to show you appreciation without you feeling like I was doing it just because.
That. Yeah. Okay.
So I went up and did it myself. Cool, great. She got best pumping. Let me tell you now. Listen.
She got the best pumping.
Best.
Oh wow.
Best, because it's
appreciation.
Little, it's appreciation. I can do, like, someone for my birthday this year, right, brought me a big tub of Haribos. Right, I didn't expect nothing. I didn't want nothing, but they brought me a big tub of Haribos.
Is this someone that you dated before?
No.
I was gonna say we dated. Like,
no, it's not a date. But we're talking about appreciation and like a big tub of Haribos. Why? It's your birthday. Yeah. So I got you Haribos. I know you like Haribos.
I've had that. I like when it comes to my birthday because this has happened twice now. This is it. In my 20 years of life, only twice. But it's nice because my birthday's come up, November 13th, has come up, and people have like sent me like a paragraph or sent me like gifts. And I'm like, what's this for? Like, I've addressed it like, why have you done this? Or why have you said like I am great, thank you, I've read it twice. Spot on. But I was like, and then they've just said, because you've done so much for me, or like from a past, like a couple years ago scenario, and it's only when I thought back, like you actually helped me out for a certain situation, or you helped me through college or uni, whatever. Yeah. And it's like that stuff as well.
Appreciation is appreciated.
Because I've been on, like, I came to a second date and I've got the, like, bill came, got the way out already, and this person says, don't you dare. I was like, again, I was like, what you talking to? I had to pimp slap you in this place. I was like, don't you dare? Dare what? Dare me, bitch. What's going on? Like, don't play this game. But like, listen. And they've said what you said, like, yes, like, this was your idea, and like, it was like, I took a route, not even like on a relationship date, it was like, I took her out because she's going through some stuff. I'm like, alright, cool, well, you're one of the few people actually you care about outside of my life. Yeah, it's like, you're going through some stuff, I want to take you out, I know you like this, so I'm taking you out. Like, cool. It's like, you've done this, you've really improved my mood, you've helped me take my mind off it, you've really like allowed me to be vulnerable and talk on a certain level. This is on me. And even if she just paid and just like, I was still upset because the inner in me is like,
treat me but don't treat me.
Appreciation. Yeah. Buy me something and like throw away the receipt so I can't send it back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But just knowing that, or just being seen, being noticed, being acknowledged for, and being appreciated for what you're doing, that goes such a far way. And I feel like, personally, it doesn't happen. I don't see it.
Men don't get appreciated.
Men aren't expected to want appreciation.
Yeah. Men aren't appreciated. They might be appreciated mentally.
Yeah,
like
it's
you might,
really did a good thing.
you
That
might
was really
think
fantastic.
it.
You gonna say it?
No, but you need to like. You'll get a lot more out of us if you showed appreciation. If you showed a little bit of appreciation.
Kiss ass.
Don't kiss us, but
You
just
don't have to kiss ass because that's terrible.
please and thank yous go a lot way in it. That's all I'm saying.
Acknowledge
it. You know
Don't
what?
acknowledge it after 20 years later when you've gone with like Wasteman Harry and you think, oh crap, Amari used to open the door for me. Wasteman Harry showing my face twice today. It's like, I should have got with him. Now I've got 17 kids.
You need to learn to appreciate. You need to learn to appreciate the appreciation. If a man is doing something for you, he's doing it out of the kindness of his heart. A lot of the time, we might gloss it up and say, "Yo, we're doing it for the snackums." We're doing it for the snackums. Yo, we might gloss it up. But I'm telling you now, we ain't doing it for that. We ain't doing it for that. Hey, tell me I'm wrong. We ain't doing it for that. Every man can say that.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, but that's where thirst comes into. It's like, oh yeah, he's only doing that. He's only treating me like this because he's thirsty.
Yeah.
Maybe I was raised right.
Yeah.
Maybe I respect women. Maybe I'm a good guy. Maybe that's the norm.
Maybe it's just the norm.
Maybe I want to see you again.
Stop thinking the worst of us, ladies. We're better than this. But
stop comparing us to Wasteman Harry.
But I feel like that's a good roundup. That's a good
snap. It's got me.
I feel like that's a good roundup. I feel like we did well there.
Social media.
You know.
Like,
things.
Get to know people, but get to know them personally. If you rely on social media to getting to know a person, then you believe in the facade that they're in control of, they're showing, and it's not always them. Listen to your flags. Respect your flags. Make flags. Don't be an idiot. And appreciate. Guys too.
Yeah.
Like when you're taking someone, like, oh, I have to bring this up because when we worked in Slugger Lays, how many times Slugger Lays really place did we see? Like, it's upsetting for me to say, my brothers, but like Mandem, Roman, tracksuit bottoms, like looking like a Stormzy like reject cast member, just doesn't look like he washed.
Appreciate yourself.
And like they're out with a girl who's like dressed up. Like, appreciate that. Even if it's for an event or for herself, she's looking a certain way.
So match the vibe.
And it's not like they ain't got money because they're wearing like they're wearing jewelry and all that stuff. Or maybe it's a link that you didn't want to do. Just respect yourself and just match the energy because it looks bad.
Stop wasting.
You shouldn't care about other people's perspective of you. I get it. Go team. But come on, man.
Respect.
She's dressed up. Time. I've seen girls put makeup on.
I've seen. We've lived
so
with
long.
Girls, you know.
Living. Alright. Living with girls
really changes your perspective on their time. I'm telling you now. Oh, I think this is gonna die.
No, my sister and that. But yeah, living with girls, like day in, day out, they put in work. You know,
we've seen it.
They put in work just for that. Even if it's for a 10-minute hang, they spent 2 hours getting ready, and you couldn't shower, bro.
Have you ever been?
You couldn't iron your shirt, bro.
You ever been around girls on hair day? I'm telling you.
I like no shouts and respects to girls that they don't have to go out all the time. Like, natural beauty is beauty itself, but when they show up and show out, I have nothing but respect.
I get caught up in superficial glamour, you know. I really do. I really get caught up.
I start seeing them in slow motion when they walk. I'm like, oh, slow motion. It's like Iris. Oh, it's slow so much. Down. That's the next topic. To know you.
Yeah,
that could be the next topic. What pleases us in women? We can't obviously speak for guys.
Anyway, I know that bombshell.